Well, one homeowner just wasn't comfortable with what her roofer was telling her, so she called us to get a second opinion and just saved herself $1,000. So I got a call from a homeowner, and she was telling me that she suspected that she had a leak on a shed. It was actually this shed right here, and it was just, she suspected a minor leak, and the reason that she thought that was because she noticed some staining on the insulation on the ceiling of the shed, which you can see right here. So she was wanting to know if we would even be at all interested in doing a repair that small. So I scheduled the time to go out and take a look at the shed roof, and when I got there, she wasn't there, but her husband was there. And so he was showing me everything, checked around, felt the insulation. I forgot to take my moisture meter with me, so I couldn't actually do a moisture test on there, but felt around, and everything seemed really dry, and there weren't any signs of new staining on there. So I actually didn't think that there was a leak. Then I climbed up on top of the roof of the shed, and T-lock shingles, and back then oftentimes they would use staples to attach those shingles, and so there were staples that were holding the ridge shingles down. So as I got to talking to the husband, I just asked him if he was comfortable getting up on the roof of the shed at all, and he said that he was. So I said, you know what, you could probably just go buy yourself a $9 tube of roofing silicone, and you could seal up these staples. If there is a leak, it's probably coming through one of these, and then you can fix this yourself super cheap, as long as you're okay with getting up on the roof. He said that he had no problem getting up on the roof, so that's what I suggested that he do. Then as we continued to talk about the situation, he told me that his wife had asked another roofer to come out and take a look. Now, I wasn't aware of that until the time that he told me this, and he said that the other roofer told her that he could fix it and guarantee that there would be no leak, and it would only cost $1,000. What? Are you out of your mind? That's insane. I mean, maybe he was suggesting that they just re-roofed the whole shed. I don't know. So anyway, after we had a good laugh about that, then he told me that a few days later, since the wife hadn't called him back and given him an answer yet, the roofer called her back and said, well, we can do this for only $850 if I don't pull a permit. So aside from the fact that this guy was trying to scam this lady for $1,000 to fix some minor little leak, which can be fixed for $9 or $10, this guy was implying that, well, first of all, he implied that the job needed to have a permit pulled to do the repair, which I suppose if he's going to re-roof the whole shed, that could be true. But then the other thing too is that he implied that he'd be willing to violate the law and not pull a permit on a job that he's saying does need a permit to save the homeowner a little bit of money. So I like to tell homeowners, pay attention to those little internal alarm bells that may be going off when you're interviewing different roofing contractors, because oftentimes you go with your gut. That's not a bad decision. So what did this homeowner do right? Well, she did. She paid attention to those little internal alarm bells, and she called around. She actually went out on Facebook and got some information about us, called us so that she could get a second opinion and find out if what she was being told by the other roofer was really on the up and up. Now, I think it's interesting that she didn't tell me she had talked to this other roofer and gotten that estimate. She kind of wanted to see what I was going to say. I don't think that's a bad idea. Actually, I think that's pretty darn smart. So again, homeowners, pay attention to those internal alarm bells that you've got. Everybody's got what we call the creep alarm or those kind of things. Pay attention to those kind of things. So if you've got any questions about something like this, if you're being told something by a roofing contractor and it just sounds a little off to you, feel free to give us a call. Our office phone number right up here, 719-433-6991. You can also visit our website. That's right down here, homesteadroofingcolorado.com. We've got a ton of information out there, lots of other videos, especially here on our YouTube channel. If this video has been helpful for you, be sure to give us the big thumbs up. Also, if you've got questions that you'd like us to answer in any of our videos, leave those in the comments section down below. We read and respond to all questions that we get on our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon up there so that way you get notified when we've got new videos. And until next time, I'm Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing.